all of a sudden the anchor alarm went off and I was like, you know, that's nothing. And then it went off again and I was like, maybe something. And then it really went off and I knew that we were dragging.
We haven't checked into French Polynesia. We're trying to reach out to the Tahiti crew, our advisor, I guess, that's gonna help us check in. We've already paid him the money and submitted all of our documents, but we can't hear from him. So, holy Toledo. So it is really, really tight in this anchorage in Hiva Oa. This is the 4th spot that we went to because the first 3 were all dragging our anchor on rock. We are here in Hiva Oa and we are getting ready to get off the boat, go in the dinghy and touch land for the first time in 39 days. So somebody apparently had a growth spurt on our crossing because he hasn't worn his tennis shoes in like a month and now they're too small. What is it?
I don't know, the smell's coming from here and the inverter was like really warm.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way. We got what it takes. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
If you're new here, we're a family of 3 that just sailed our catamaran over 4,000 nautical miles to French Polynesia as part of our world circumnavigation. Yay for French Polynesia. It is middle of the night. I've had a migraine since before we even got here. It was finally getting better, and then
we were just settling down really after Shannon took the medicine and everything, and all of a sudden the anchor alarm went off and I was like, you know, that's nothing. And then it went off again and I was like, maybe something. And then it really went off and I knew that we were dragging. So we had to pull up anchor and it took us 4 times.
At least. It's been an hour and a half that we've been trying to reset this anchor in the dark. Oh. There's a wall over here. There's boats up here. We tried to go to the other side of Warrior and it's like
super deep.
68 feet deep.
So we got it holding again. So hopefully it'll stay holding. I'm gonna actually stay up on anchor watch, and then tomorrow I'll dive the anchor and see exactly where it's at, and if we need to move, we'll move. There's another bay that's less boats over, 1 bay over, so we may go over there, better holding.
So, exciting night for French night, exciting night for first night in French Polynesia. I thought we were gonna get such a good night's sleep tonight, but
maybe tomorrow night.
I'd rather be at sea at this point.
I love you.
Love you. So we wake up this morning and look at our beautiful view in French Polynesia. So these rocks over here were the ones that I was trying to stay off of last night so we didn't hit. It is amazing and smells amazing. It smells like earth and flowers. So we're gonna try to tidy up the boat and then we're gonna go explore. So Rob and I are here just settling. We're just cleaning up, kind of resting, and then we got to call one of our buddy boat's friends. Someone is sick on their boat. So I'm about to make a boat call and see if I can help in any way. Well, after last night's debacle, Rob is diving the anchor finally, so we can see. We think it's on rocks. Is it on rocks?
Yeah, it's like on that side of like a big coral head. So, but we only have, I mean, what was that, 40 feet out?
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
So, I mean, that's not even a 1-on-1 scope.
Just needs to get us through one more night.
Yeah. Ha. Well, on passage, Davis's side holding tank would not empty. So I got the road router and road routed it out, and it still wasn't empty. So we got here, I've been working on it basically all flipping day. We got it. I got the rotor all the way through. It's sticking out the bottom of the boat, but it still wouldn't empty. So I got Davis up top, me at the bottom, and we were basically seesawing it in and out, in and out, in and out. And then we pulled it through, and I guess it emptied because I got back on the boat, and it's empty now. So
Yay, one problem solved.
still got other boat projects to do, but I'm tired. It was a long night last night, and we're making water.
And hopefully we'll check in tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
So day 2 here in French Polynesia. The pretty cool thing is the sun rises at like 5:30 in the morning, and Davis and I are morning people, so we normally didn't get to his homeschool until like 9:30 or 10 in the morning, but we have all been up since like 6:30 in the morning.
I've been up since 5.
So we're able to now finish his homeschool by like 9 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty amazing. So we can go out, and we're just waiting on weather to kind of change. Our friends went on over to Hiva Oa and said they were beating into waves and 20 knot winds or something. Said it was not pleasant, and there's nowhere to anchor over there right now. So we're gonna hang here until we get word from them that we can anchor, or anyway, see what we're gonna finish doing today.
God, we're finally off the boat.
So Davis wants to go to land for the first time. So Mom and Davis are gonna go adventure on land. Why are we aborting?
Because it is too steep and like really shallow.
So Davis just wants to get off the boat and drive the dinghy. So we're just gonna drive the dinghy around the anchorage for a little bit to make this kid happy.
No, I just want to touch land.
I mean, it's only been, what, 36 days now?
Yeah, still.
But look how beautiful this is.
Let's go over here.
Our boat is in French Polynesia. It's still crazy to think that we sailed across the Pacific. But we got our girl here. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, and we are getting ready to go over. There's like a manta ray kind of bay thing over here and a stingray cleaning station. So we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna swim up, I'm gonna paddle up to Warrior, and Beth and I think Landon are gonna go snorkeling and see what we can find. I'm excited because I don't get up this early. All right. Snorkel. We saw some great fish, but we never saw a manta ray. We did homeschool with Davis, and now Davis and I and Beth and Landon, I think, are gonna try and go hike this trail mountain and see if we can find some goats. Rob right now is not in the best mood because we haven't checked into French Polynesia. We're trying to reach out to the Tahiti crew, our advisor, I guess, that's gonna help us check in. We've already paid him the money and submitted all of our documents, but we can't hear from him. So we really want to go back to Atuona and check in because a lot of the boats have left out of there, so there's space in that anchorage now to anchor so we can actually go on land, because we still haven't been on land. Davis, this is gonna be our first time going on land. So we need to get off the boat. It's 2 sea turtles right behind our boat. Hi guys. Where are we going?
We're going hiking.
All right. Off to pick up our friends on Warrior. So the hike didn't work out either because it's not really a great beach to take your dinghy ashore because it's really, really steep and there's a drop off, and we were gonna have to anchor out, and Beth and I were just in our regular clothes and we didn't feel like swimming to shore and then hiking all wet. So Rob's made the executive decision. We're gonna pick up anchor here, and there's supposed to be space over in the anchorage over at Hiva Oa. So we're gonna head off over there. Bye-bye, beautiful anchorage. Hopefully we'll be back.
check in on Friday because it is a holiday today and tomorrow.
Fabulous.
Fantabulosa.
Holy Toledo. So it is really, really tight in this anchorage in Hiva Oa. This is the 4th spot that we went to because the first 3 were all dragging our anchor on rock. So we are snug as a bug, as a rug in here with all these boats. And it's probably gonna get worse because it's a holiday today and tomorrow. So none of these boats can check in, or any of the upcoming boats that are coming in cannot check in until Friday. So we are here in Hiva Oa and we are getting ready to get off the boat, go in the dinghy, and touch land for the first time in 39 days.
39 days. Well, for them, not for me, but yeah.
Yeah, because he got to get off in the Galapagos. But we're just gonna walk. We know that it's a holiday, but we're just gonna go walk around and get some steps and get on land.
See what's going on.
And we gotta get rid of some trash. So one common issue is trying to figure out where to tie your dinghy, because there's not always specified places. So you got them here, we're gonna tie here, there's more dinghies down here. But in each country, each place you go to, you have to figure out where the dinghy dock is. There's no foreign land app that's really helpful to find things, or either if you're talking with other cruisers, but otherwise you just kind of have to figure it out yourself and pray it's the right spot.
So the mountain right here, it reminds me of Atuona, the island of sea monsters.
It's really cool to see that. We know Moana's from French Polynesia, but to kind of see like the inspiration from it, and where Tafiki lays down and turns into the mountainside, it looks kind of just like this. It's really cool. Also, when you're tying up your dinghy, you have to pay attention to the tides and see if it's high tide or low tide, and see how many feet it is, because some of them it's anywhere from a foot to 12 feet, and you need to pay attention when you're tying up your dinghy. And also, don't be a jerk and tie your dinghy too tight so people can't move it out of the way. We are on dry land for the first time in 38 or 9 days.
Whew, we're here.
It's a little less anticlimactic than we thought.
Thank you.
I thought, like, I don't know, I'd be like shaky or something, or I don't know, it's not as climactic as I thought it was going to be, but it feels amazing to be off the boat and on dry land. Now we got to figure out what to do with our trash. There's usually designated trash things, and again, check that no foreign land app.
Oh, yeah.
And some places have a fee for that. I read there was a truck, but I don't see a truck to put money into to pay. So I would gladly pay to get rid of my trash, but don't see anywhere.
I'm already tired.
How far have we walked?
We have walked from down there, but when you don't get any like cardiovascular stuff, your body like gets soft and out of shape super quick. So my advice is do some sort of cardio between Panama and Hiva Oa, because I think it's a 2-mile walk into town to the gendarme and the grocery store. A quick little rain shower. Yeah, now we're walking in the rain. Apparently had a growth spurt on our crossing because he hasn't worn his tennis shoes in like a month, and now they're too small.
Did you ever think that you would bring your own boat and travel to here, this beautiful island of French Polynesia?
Nope.
I mean,
we've dreamed of it for 7 years, but man, we are here. We got Paradise Falls right there. So it's been a really good day. It rained on us on the way walking into town, so this nice couple picked us up. Nice couple and a guy picked us up, and we ended up going to lunch with them.
For some reason.
How's French Polynesian fries?
I was like,
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
That's good.
Could be a little bit saltier.
Okay, we'll add salt. It's right there. That's easy fix.
we'll see you later. Scott's gonna come over and get his bottles filled, so.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We'll meet up and maybe go for a picnic.
Lunch with them. And then we've kind of explored town, and now we're just getting.
Thank you to just do it.
Yes, thank you very much for picking us up in the rain and having lunch with us. And now we're just walking back so we can finally get some exercise. Hey, you want to pet it?
Okay, see that? Oh, right there. Like the scratch.
How does it feel to be walking again?
Good and bad.
It feels so good to be walking again and getting exercise and breathing deep and sweating. It's like you kind of miss this.
I'm enjoying myself. This is fun.
It smells good. We've seen a lot of cool things on our walk.
Oh man! Oh!
Maybe it's bad.
That's pungent. I don't know.
Maybe it's a noni fruit. They stink.
Here, you smell. Here.
It's ugly.
Alright, y'all.
It's not good. Davis, look. That is what a payphone is.
I wouldn't touch it.
It works.
And the dinghy's still here. That's always a good sign.
So, this weird ship pulled up, I don't know how long ago, because, well, I just woke up and I just saw this.
Will you tell me what came in?
Cargo / cruise ship.
So we should be able to get some fresh fruit and veg later today or tomorrow. Can you tell me where you and Dad are going?
To the shore to drop off the sail and laundry.
And drop off our laundry, yep. So there's a lady on shore that will come to meet you at the dinghy dock, and she'll pick up your laundry. Just your sheets and your towels and blankets, they just really stink and they don't fit in my little washing machine. So we're gonna pay and have that done and get those clean so they smell a lot better. So Davis just got recognized for the first time.
We're at the dock and he just comes up to us and says, "Davis." I'm like, "What?" And so said Rob's name, and he said, "I'm a huge fan of your YouTube," and he just talks the whole rest. So
is that not crazy?
Yeah.
So we are headed back in. We have our bikes, another thing of trash, and we're hopefully gonna go check in. If you're interested in cruising around the small islands of French Polynesia, that is the name of your boat. Now the locals picking up their stuff from the mail boat. So Robin Davis dropped our parasailer off right here. That's the sail loft, so they can get that repaired for us. Make those sail tape repairs a little bit more permanent. Secured?
Secured.
So how was that ride?
Pretty good.
How was that ride? That one hill is a beast.
My God.
We did it. Checking in.
One thing that probably every kid would like would be a backpack that would have a water bladder in the back, so you don't have to always just like reach in the back and grab your water bottle.
What do they call those?
I don't know.
Camelbacks.
That was the easiest check-in ever.
In and out, 5 minutes.
Yeah, so easy. All right, let's go explore.
That feels good right here.
Oh my gosh, there's
Air
air
conditioning.
conditioning. But they're pretty, I mean, they have more stuff than I thought they would have. Got a huge yogurt milk section all down there. What'd you find?
Huh?
What'd you find?
We got mini churros.
Mini churros, and up here we found chicken nuggets for
Yep.
an ungodly amount of money.
They even have Nutella.
And how much is that?
$17.
We have bread, croissants,
How much was that?
$40.
Okay, well, not bad. So good. What are you bringing me?
That's the sand. The sand is black.
The black sand of Hiva Oa.
Black sand. Isn't that crazy?
You got a rock?
Yeah, it looks like a cannonball.
It does look like a cannonball.
I'm getting these 3 rocks for my family. So my Mimi, my brother, and my sister. My sister is.
What about your other brother?
Unless he comes.
You left one out. Holy Toledo. So, we just biked, well, Rob and I walked our bikes, but if you can see that beach right down there, that's where we were. So, we just had to walk our bikes all the way up here. But it is incredible views. And here's the cemetery. So we're here to find, there's Jacques Briel and Paul Gauguin.
Right there's Paul Gauguin.
Oh, so it's the 2 famous people buried here. They're both from France. I know Gauguin was a, he was a pedophile, but he also, I think, did impressionist paintings. Oh, there it is. I don't want to step on anybody.
French post-impressionist painter Paul Gauguin came to live in Atuona in 1901. He had a rather dark life, but after his death, his work sparked a sense of paradise lost, not previously seen by the Western world.
Look at that. A drowning kid.
Jacques Briel was a famous Belgian singer that sailed to Atuona and eventually called it home.
It's amazing. Working for Disney for 10 years. Being here reminds me of being at the Polynesian resort at Disney World. I mean, they did a fantastic job recreating this kind of vibe.
What'd you get at the store?
That Dorito is my favorite. This reminds me of home.
So the mail boat is leaving, and the boats, so if you park too close to where the loading dock is over here, the gendarme knocks on your boat at 3 o'clock in the morning and has you move. It made our friends move over there. Because that big old thing's gotta get in this anchorage. That is a beast. So Rob and I were just saying, this has been a really, really great day today.
Has been a great day.
Getting out, exercising, meeting people. It's been such a great day, and it's been. Can I open the door now?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. It's the smell's coming from here, and the hamburger was like really warm.
So we were up in the salon and Rob started smelling something that almost smelled like plastic. So we're searching the boat for a smell. Nothing looks burned.
Smell it?
I smell it. Are any of those hot?
This is really hot. Really hot.
Which one?
This one right here.
Just one battery?
This one lead. I started smelling something. I thought Shannon was cooking, but she wasn't. I was like, weird, and so I was trying to figure out where the smell was coming from. Go down, I can smell it,
And then, but I couldn't smell it anywhere else on the boat. And so finally I was like, let me go check the inverter. And I went down, the inverter was really, really hot. And the wire going to the battery was really, really hot. And so...
and smelled.
And smelled really bad.
That's where the smell was coming from.
So it smelled, and it didn't smell electrical though, it was weird. So we shut it down. We've got neighbors that a neighbor came over and looked at it with us, and we checked the batteries, they're fine. But we turned the inverter back on and tried to put a load on the inverter, and it tripped. It's a 5,000 watt inverter. It tripped less at 3,000 watts. So, and it got hot again really quick. So we've now got that turned off, and it's Saturday. So we're gonna have to wait until probably Monday before we can get some answers. And I don't know why it picked right now to do it.
It's a brand new inverter that was just installed in October.
Yeah. All right, well, it's Mother's Day, and
it's been a tough 24 hours.
But we had a slight issue last night. Our inverter blew, and so it has been removed from the boat, and we are sending it where, Davis?
Back home in Fort Lauderdale.
We're sending it back home. So it's gonna fly. We actually found another boat.
Today has been a really miraculous day for when you hear about cruisers helping cruisers. Today, honestly, God was such a blessing and sent us multiple people to help and just not even ask. It kind of like, I guess, news traveled through the anchorage and people just came to help.
So a boat behind us, they had just come in today, and he's actually flying home, so he wanted to let us know that he was flying home and his boat was going to be there. I was like, hey, by the way, do you have, our inverter died last night. Do you happen to have a spare little like 400 watt inverter so we can get at least some semblance of AC power on the boat? And he's like, oh, I'll be right back. And he brought over a 450 watt inverter that's actually powered our Starlink now. So
because if you don't know, if you lose your 110 or if you have 220 volt system, you basically lose. You can't plug anything into the plug, so we couldn't do our induction cooktop, our oven, our Instapot, ice maker, hot water maker. Couldn't charge computers, can't make videos, can't use Starlink.
Nothing.
Can't use a washing machine. Like, just things that we had come to really appreciate and depend on.
I mean, we never had, like our other sailboat, we never had AC power. All we had was just DC. So
it's been luxurious having the...
It's nice. We can live without it if need be. But, it is nice to have Starlink for communication purposes and everything else while we're out here in the middle of nowhere. But that being said, it's Mother's Day. Shannon was supposed to have a great day. I spent all day today troubleshooting with our tech team back in Florida to try to get it back up and running, first of all, and then when we knew it wasn't going to run again, to get it removed and get at least our generator direct connected back to the boat so we can run a generator because we need it to make water, and just have a little bit of generator, I guess, to do what we need to do. But anyway, it's been a day.
We cannot say enough things about Tony from Just Catamarans. Rob texted him last night, which there's a 6-hour time difference. So at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, which was 3 o'clock here, Tony was replying to Rob's text on Mother's Day and, helping us to troubleshoot this. And we cannot thank Tony enough for your support. It's a weekend, it's your day off, and you didn't have to do that. And
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Remember, they had 2 guys carry it down there.
Yeah, they did.
That's the beast of the source of all our frustrations the past
couple
18 hours.
Perfecto. So here is our inverter all packed up. Davis is helping me get it to the dock, and hopefully she's gonna fly out today and
head over to Denver, and then from Denver to Just Cats to get fixed. Let's get it done.